Is that any better, guys?
I'll get on there.
Trying to figure it out. Sorry. I don't know.
Where is my YouTube?
It's,
Sorry, I have no service.
yeah, I know. Is that better? Okay. Excellent. I don't know why it does that. It just,
It resets every single time too.
yeah, it just, I don't know. I don't understand it. Anyway, how is everybody doing? Hope you are well. Spontaneous live. And let's see if we can catch anything.
It's not spontaneous. We missed y'all.
Yeah. Well, we've busted our ass, tried to get work done, and so we can come on here and see what you all are up to. See if you're preparing for what's coming. If you're on the East Coast, of course. Last predictions that I heard, we were getting at least a foot or more of snow, and then it's going to drop down in temperature quite a bit. And then on Sunday and Monday, it's going to be 50 degrees. Like unreal.
Good
Yeah.
planting weather.
Yeah, I guess so. Good planting weather.
If it would stay that way.
Might have to fire up the stove just to, you caught a grumpy old guy about to go to bed. Are you happy?
Oh,
Robert.
We're always happy to see you, grumpy or happy.
I hope you're doing well, buddy. I hope you're staying warm. I think it's down there right now, at least the Arctic dip, or whatever they call that.
Yeah, I'm done with the Arctic dip, so they can go away.
Yeah, I'm ready for growing season, for real.
10 degrees
Absolutely.
last night. It's 12 degrees right now. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
It makes every part of your body just hurt.
Yeah, I understand why people move down south now. Like, I get it. I get it 100%. So I was thinking about setting up a webcam and going live for not me, but
The storm. For the storm.
yeah, snow is, yeah, we are ready. Generators, snowblower, gasoline, tons and tons of blankets.
Oh, Robert, I made the mistake of going to the store today, which, I forgot about the whole snowstorm thing. And you'd think, being in New Hampshire,
All right, Nikki.
in New England, that people would be used to snow. Like, it's not a major event up here.
Yeah, but it was like, the 2020 toilet paper crisis
Yeah,
all
everybody
over
was
again.
grabbing TP and paper towels and useless, stupid items.
Yeah.
And I got yelled at for not wearing a mask going into the store today.
She
I
got
yelled
confronted by a Karen, and she yelled at Karen, and Karen ran away with her tail tucked.
It would be nice if you put a face covering on. I said, well, good thing you're wearing one for the both of us.
Right? So how is everybody? Josh, Robert, Nikki, I know what you're doing. You've already shared with the class. Which reminds me, I need to go get my mints. They are out in the car.
We'll grab them in a second.
Okay, I guess. So what do you guys think about watching a snowstorm? Like Gina and I were saying, we were thinking about setting up a live cam to did you meet Karen's? No,
No, Karen
no.
was alone.
Yeah, I guess it was just just Karen.
And she was not expecting a comeback, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She thought I was going to put my tail between my legs and run away, and I gave it right back to her, and she put her tail between her legs.
Yeah, that's funny. I wasn't there. I guess you could say I was home kind of babysitting, but
Hey,
not
Bruce.
really. Bruce. Oh, Bruce, what's going on? Hey, you did get our excellent. I hope you enjoy, buddy.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, and here I'll throw out another link.
He's fishing.
I'm fishing for company. But no, I hope you enjoy, Bruce. I believe we sent the
Marigold
marigolds,
mix.
the stickers. I think that was it.
The cosmic pepper.
No, I didn't give you a cosmic pepper, Bruce. I wasn't sure if you'd be interested in that. Not quite. I don't know. I know that Purple Tea Bear does some gardening. Maybe I knew she would enjoy the marigolds. So
Oh, those are like every color too. They're absolutely beautiful.
yeah. If you
And if you do receive seeds from us, just know that I have tried to germinate them and they do work.
it's cool, Josh, but when you in the middle of nowhere, nobody wants to come to your. Well, isn't that the way you want it, Nikki? Isn't that why you move out in the middle of nowhere so nobody comes out to your house?
I would totally come out to your effing house.
Yeah, I would too. If it
I would
wasn't.
be playing with all your animals.
Oh, really? Purple doesn't. Okay. So, Purple doesn't eat peppers, but Bruce does. But I'm sure she loves marigolds. So,
Which are also edible.
but Nikki, we would, come over to your house if you weren't 3,000 miles away.
Yeah.
That's like a 3-day drive.
Someday.
Yeah, someday when we make it on YouTube and YouTube pays for us to travel the United States.
Someday in general, I just want to see places.
Yeah. I do want to make my way up to Alaska, either by cruise or, like a 3-month vacation where we just go everywhere.
We have been sworn to go to Alaska in
Yeah.
our lifetime.
Yeah. That was my grandparents' thing that they wanted to do. They passed, never got there. So that got handed down to my parents, to which I'm not sure.
They don't think they're going to make it to Alaska.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
his grandparents' ashes are to be spread there.
A few of them haven't done much in the last 3. No, Robert, you should get healthy before you do anything else.
Yeah.
And we are, you know what? Gina's very, very excited for that. We're probably going to go live and do that because you've told us what it's going to be. Who was it? Janice? Yeah. Where to Begin Homestead.
Yeah.
Janice was saying how we should have done our, we'll call it sifting, right, Robert? The sifting live, because she would have enjoyed watching that.
So
Gina's birthday's coming up.
Yeah. And I've asked for why can't I think of Florida Mining? Is that what it was?
Yeah, Miami Mining Co.
Miami Mining Co.
Yeah.
They have 3 different options for gemstone buckets. And his mom for Christmas got me the general, just the gemstone.
Here, you need to get on. You're like, you got to get on here.
Just the general gemstone.
I think people would rather look at you than me,
They like looking at you.
Yeah,
used
no,
to it.
only Jay does. Only Jay likes looking at me. He makes that known.
Okay, cut me off.
Miami Mining Co.
Yes.
Gemstones. There's
Yeah,
three different
there's
types.
3 different buckets, and the one that I got for Christmas was the general gemstone. It was just
Yeah,
gemstones.
whatever.
And then the other 2, which I told Chris he could pick, but I would really like the emerald one because that's my dad's birthstone and sentimental reasons.
Yeah.
But they also have a opal.
Thank you, Robert. That's like hit or miss, right? Like you're either into it or you're not, right? So lots of plans for going live with multiple different things that we have coming up this spring, summer.
Warm weather.
Warm weather. We created a playlist. It's called Treasure Hunting. And there's a reason why I created that playlist is we have a lot of unique hobbies. Yeah, and we'll be showing you all those. Probably end up going live doing some of the things.
I wouldn't really necessarily call them unique anymore because there are tons of people that do it now. But
yeah, there are
metal detecting and
magnet fishing. Yeah.
And when you live close to a very occupied beach, metal detecting can be a really good hobby to have.
I think it would be cool to do the metal detecting and the magnet fishing right on the beach.
Yeah, I don't know how good that would work with the magnet fishing.
Just drag the magnet behind you and the metal detector in front of you.
Just saying, like we've tried
Doubling up.
We've tried to go fishing in the ocean, and how fun was that?
Yeah, fishing on the at least on our shores.
Shore fishing.
Absolutely ridiculous. You caught a lot of seaweed fish,
rocks, broken line after broken line.
Yeah. That's why
hooks are not as cheap as they used to be.
Yeah, for real. The number 5 Gamakatsu, is that what it is? I think they're called Gamakatsu.
Asking me like I know.
You only get like 5 of them for $5, and that's ridiculous. Especially when you're snapping the line and a hook every cast. Like, oh, there's $1, another $1.
Yeah,
another
we
$1.
ended up. It was actually my niece and her boyfriend who brought us to this place, and he had caught a few largemouth bass there. Don't ask me how.
Yeah.
And we didn't stay very long. About half an hour in, I gave up because I just kept getting stuck on rocks, and I was like, "This is not."
So
fun.
then we got out the bobbers, and John started laughing at us because we're bobber fishing. But it's like, when you're just catching seaweed.
I caught some pretty decent sized bass with a bobber. I know the little honey hole now. I can't wait for it to warm up because we kind of got our license when it was end of season.
Yep, Gamakatsu. They are. That you get what you pay for, right? The only problem is the line snaps before the hook does.
I even tried to catch my own bait this year. I got the
Siddiqui.
Yeah, the Siddiqui rig, and I was all prepared. And we even came across, like the first day out there, came across a huge school of minnows. And those things looked at that Siddiqui rig and laughed at me.
As far as being good, it's 12:30 a.m. at least on the East Coast.
Naughty time has begun.
Naughty time. I got to get one of those TVMA emblems, just like all the cool kids do. Just playing, everybody. Just playing. So we are both being good. Yeah,
well, that is rare.
Yeah. Is it? Well, except for Bruce. Bruce, you need to join Shed Wars. And Josh. Gardner Josh.
Oh, Shed Wars is in here.
Nah.
Yeah, go up.
Where? I didn't
see. Right there. You went past it twice.
Oh. Shed Warriors. Okay. I wonder who that is.
Thank you, Shed Warriors, for supporting the Cosmic Cultivators.
Well, just thank you for supporting the Shed Warriors. How's that? Yeah, Gardner Josh, why aren't you in Shed Wars, buddy? Is it like your conflicting work schedule? Just curious. I hate to put you on the spot, but you know. And same thing with you, Bruce. Why aren't you in Shed Wars? Let's go, man.
I don't think Bruce does a whole lot of gardening.
Well, what better way to get you into gardening?
Oh yeah, head first.
You just need a scale. That's all.
And plants. Yeah, plants are a pretty big part of that.
He's always in Garden State Gardeners Sunday Lives, and he always gets all kinds
Oh,
of
Gardner
seeds.
Josh right there.
Hey, and
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
this is the first on our stream, at least. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Man, I wanted to do Shed Wars this year, but I wasn't prepared for it because I just found out about it and I'm kind of digging around in it. So next year, maybe a different story.
There is still time, but you know, I'm not going to sit here.
Oh, yeah. I'm nowhere near prepared. I've still got too much infrastructure to do to try to, that, and I'm scared, and I'm a lazy gardener, so I really don't want to commit to something that serious.
It's really not that serious, and there are plenty of us lazy gardeners around.
Yeah. Even ask what is Stifler's Lounge, where the No Club. You know, I don't know how much you know about the Shed Wars lingo or whatever, but Lori's husband is part of the No Club, where
The no gardening
no
club.
gardening club.
What?
Yeah, we're
Is that
branching.
a thing? That ain't real. That's like a leprechaun.
Oh, leprechauns are real.
Exactly.
See? Yeah, right here. Evidence right here. So are you getting hit by the storm, Josh?
No, we're going to be almost 50 tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I wish.
I'm down in Oklahoma, so I'm a little bit south of where it hit, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have bigger things to worry about, like tornadoes.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, dirt devils can be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get kind of big and mean, but
Yeah.
like I had one.
Like everything, once you're used to it, you're used to it.
Yeah, it's second nature.
You're getting close to a tornado is when the sirens were going off. I left work and because they said it was coming towards the lake, and when they say coming towards the lake, that's my house.
So
It was a quarter mile away, and as I was going as fast as my car would go one way, all the other cops and everything were going the opposite way, and they didn't bother to stop me. So
Oh, God.
I got to watch it go over the lake.
Oh, so then what is water spout? I forget what that's called.
Yeah, it becomes a water spout.
Yep. Okay.
It wasn't a big one though. It wasn't like crazy big or anything. It was just
Yeah.
remove some shingles. So are you guys doing the Shed Wars thing? What you got? You guys got to set goals of how much you want to grow, or what is that? How does that all work?
So currently we're still in Shed Wars. We're volunteers for the Southern Hemisphere. We just made our Northern Hemisphere video last week. Yeah, last week. And we have a goal of 1,000 pounds this year, buddy.
Wow, that's an impressive amount of food.
So
For sure.
Last year, our
Go ahead.
goal was 300 pounds, and we ended up with 430. So
yeah. So why not, right?
we're
And
pushing the envelope.
we plan on expanding our garden beds by at least 30% more space. So, and we're a lot more honed in on what we need to do as well.
Yeah, I wasn't really very good at swapping out crops.
Yeah.
I held on to my plants till the bitter end, like until they were completely done.
Yeah,
Here, I'm not going to do that.
I didn't do that with my lettuces and stuff, but I probably waited a little too long on my beans and peas. And I should have. Next year, I'm definitely going to do some succession plants on tomatoes to see if I can get a double crop of tomato.
Oh, I think you could easily. Easily.
Yeah. Even
I
with
mean,
cloths and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I harvested carrots last week, so I'm still harvesting.
Those carrots were so good.
I still got beets in the ground.
Fresh carrots are seriously
Yeah, for
so
real. We only got like 5 pounds of carrots, but like
Right? Yeah. I mean, my second batch was bigger than my first batch, which is a rarity.
yeah.
I was just excited we got carrots, period. We had planted them multiple times and we were
Yeah.
horrible at it.
Yeah, I think the trolls are. I think it's already been taken care of.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the trolls are horrible lately.
Yeah, like go bother somebody like Marfugel with 4,500 people watching him.
Are you part of Mafia?
You know, I've been a Marfugeler for 3 years now, buddy.
Me too.
And I have to tell you, that's literally the only reason why we have 1,000 subscribers. So
Yeah, he does that. He's good at that. I mean, I talk to Bones regularly.
We
mean-
we went in there one night and it wasn't like we just went in there, but it was when all of this crazy stuff was getting crazier.
yeah.
And Chris called in and
My message was, you know, you hear all these preppers talk about, I have this, that, this, prepare for this, prepare for that. I went in there and said, you know,
hi, Pastor McQuaddy.
if you're a prepper, you should be a gardener. Like those two things go hand in hand in my eyes. At least.
Well, there's you've got to prep the knowledge for self-sufficiency, because if you're not going to be self-sufficient, gap storing for a bad winter or something. Perfect, great idea. Everybody should do that.
Yeah.
But I've noticed, if I'm not trying to bash on anybody or anything, but if you've noticed where all the prepping channels are now, 6 months in from when they all started, all the ones got 3,000-4,000 subs, they're doing great. They're all talking about news. None of them are talking about prepping.
Yeah.
I mean, without life skills, I don't care how much stuff you have.
It's going to run out.
Right.
Yeah. So it was good that, I mean, we kind of started prepping first. And then when the whole bug happened, I got laid off for a month and I built a greenhouse. And here we are, 2 years later. You know, we're just learning and honing in on
A
skills.
lot more knowledgeable than we ever thought we would be.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is, attributed to the Shed Wars community.
Yeah.
You learn so much just from being a part of it.
Wait, what's going
Yeah, one of these days I'll jump in there. Throw my hat in the ring.
Just took him.
I'm kind of the unofficial spokesperson. I'm always egging people
Pastor
on to
McQuaddy
join.
says she just came over from Marv's show.
See, yeah,
Like-minded people, man.
that's what I love about this community. We're all like-minded.
Yeah, I talk to a lot of the mods over there all the time.
Yeah, I heard you say that, and we were there for the interview the chat session you had with I can't remember his name. It was just last week.
Rip curl.
Yeah, Rip Curl Readiness. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, wait till next Tuesday. You'll want to be there, Cosmic.
This Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'll,
Oh, you don't have to.
I'm gonna open some people's eyes.
My eyes have been open for a very
Oh, yeah, no, that's why I think you would really enjoy it. I think it's right up your alley.
Well, if it's
I'm going to talk about human constructs
Ooh, yes.
surrounding economics, religion, emotions, art, all of it.
Yep.
I am so going to bust my ass so I can sit down and enjoy that conversation on Tuesday. Then.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but if it's going to look like it's going to take longer to explain one, we'll just do a series on it. And if you want to be a part of it, we'll schedule one special, and then me and you can sit down and talk about it, because I think I really would enjoy sitting down talking to you about it. It would be fun.
Yeah. Warning. What is this warning? Whatever is said here will be reported to the marshal. I ain't scared of the marshal. I've seen him in his John Keeney, and it's not scary.
It's not scary.
Wait, that's a different one.
Yeah, that's Shed Wars.
You see.
He's got spies, Josh, everywhere. They're
Yeah,
everywhere.
for real. There was Shed
Well,
Wars.
after next week, he'll realize that marshals don't really matter.
Yeah, well, that's why he's going for the general position.
Exactly. They're already power hungry. A couple years in, and they just want more.
Unfortunately, their minds, it's just like you got to think of it in black and white. Like, we have the mindset that we have to be ready for something. I can't even say something because it's already happening.
Yeah.
We're trying to be prepared for that. And the other hand, they're blinded to that fact, and they can only believe what's being said to them by the big looky box.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what the big looky box is perpetuating is fear and
Robert, I love you.
what's up?
John sucks. Report that.
Boom, we'll highlight that. There's a mic drop moment for Captain Robert. But you see, Robert, the way that works is he can't rebuttal, because if he does, then he's giving himself up of who his identity actually is. So I'm sure we'll get some penalties, though.
What is he going to penalize? My
I don't-
seedlings?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, there's penalties?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if you piss off the marshal, there is repercussions.
It'll be nice. I can get. We are being nice, Robert. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out all that stuff, Robert. Who's what, what's who.
See, Shed Wars is not John.
Yeah. I thought it was his son, but I don't want to give away all the secrets. But yes, Josh, there are penalties. I got penalized 10 pounds for calling our opposing captain a big meanie.
During a premiere.
Yeah.
While he was there.
So this is basically tyrannical gardening. Is that what you're telling me?
It depends. If you're on his team, no.
Yeah. If you're
You'll
on
be
his
rooting
team,
him on.
if you're on his team, you're good. If you're on the opposing team, yeah, there's that's how he wins every year.
Shed Wars has eyes and ears everywhere.
That's right. But I do report back to John some things, so I can
Look,
be.
I'm not going to mess with John. I've seen John in action before. Not doing it.
He's a big
Love
soft.
you, John.
He puts up
Tough guy front.
a tough guy front when he goes into the black and white mode. Like that's his tough guy front, but he's really a genuine great guy.
Oh, I know. Willow Girl's awesome. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He does
Okay,
his
good.
part.
Yeah.
I would have really sounded stupid if I'd have said something like Frank or something.
Well, I mean, who knows? He has all these spies that you may be right with a Frank guess. Nobody knows.
So there's no penalty for being a spy.
Well, I guess it depends on if you're on John's side. If you were a spy for Robert, you'd probably get penalized by John because you're a spy for Robert.
See, I don't see. This is tyrannical, and this dude wins every year. Okay, so I get it.
It's all a lot of fun. Really.
Oh, I know, bro. I know. I know.
Yeah, the draft.
I've watched these guys banter back and forth. It's awesome.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, it's
so much.
I mean, there's a draft, Josh. Come on.
Yeah.
That's the best part of it all.
Yeah, see who's going to get who. Yeah.
Watch them fight over us.
Yeah. But I'd like to see where we're going to be picked up this year, considering we've thrown out the 1,000-pound marker, and that's nothing to sneeze at,
Right.
I mean, it's not huge.
I mean, I could probably produce 3,000 to 5,000 pounds on 3 acres.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally feasible.
Totally. We didn't even expect to get what we got. And when we hit the 300 mark and we still had, a month and a half to go?
How big is Melody's property? We haven't.
Big Leg and Let's Dig It, Josh?
Yep.
So she grew over 5,000, well, technically 6,000 pounds of food, but she had 1,000 pounds of waste because it was just her managing all that. And it makes sense, right?
Yeah, you can't preserve it fast enough.
Yeah.
So she preserved 5,000 pounds of food, and she has probably she has a very small garden.
It's not small.
It's not small, but she has.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen her garden tours and stuff. Yeah.
So she just turn and burn. You know what I mean? Just okay, this is done. No, Nikki, you don't have to set a goal.
No, we just do personally.
Set your own personal goal, Nikki. That's just us.
I tell you, it's not really a competition. Is it a competition to see who grows the most, or is it just
It's a
personal goal?
competition to see which team grows the most amount
Okay.
of food.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's really just about teaching people how to be self-efficient.
What's going on? Gary?
So, I guess if Robert and John found out I grew up on a 180,000 acre ranch, they'd probably be really pitching to get me on their teams, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell them.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's mainly
Yeah.
it's mainly, Josh, just about what you can teach.
Yeah. The whole
So if you have that kind of knowledge, yeah, please
Yeah,
join
Jo-
Shed Wars.
that's why I'm egging you on, buddy, because you're a wealth of knowledge, just like Sarah from the Big Blue House. Every other word out of her mouth is just information, 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 and she's amazing. And I can
she
correlate her
grows a lot
with
of
your
food.
knowledge as well. You're always like, hey, this is who is it? Matt from is it Operation Capsation?
Yes.
Yeah, you egged him on to start gardening. Like that's what we need is people to teach people how to grow. That's Shed Wars. That is the definition of Shed Wars.
I this year I've got 4 other people.
That Aquarius is asking you right now. You grew up on 180,000 acres.
Yeah, my family was one of the general managers for the LDS church farm in Idaho. We fed the Mormon church and everybody they helped. For 5 years, we fed
That's
25 million people.
That's why you need to be a part of this community. You are a part of this. I didn't mean it like that, Josh. You need to join Shed Wars. You are part of the community, period. So
yeah, but I need to find out a better way to deal with stress.
I literally just noticed his avatar almost fell over.
Oh, the goose.
You guys do know the goose is totally in love with me, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I've been following that love saga for a while now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna put out a short to my endless love with him. You watch me.
It's the cutest little guy.
Yeah.
And this year I've got to help 5 households start gardens.
Wow.
One homestead and 4 gardens.
And that's what it's about right there. It's just building one another up to get them to the point where they're like, okay, maybe I will plant something.
Well, and it's building the community structure as well, because like I've got a lot I need done and they don't have so much that needs done. So they're going to come help me and I'm going to show them on my property what to do. Of course, I'm going to trade that for this. Yeah, what's that?
There's a question that I highlighted.
Okay. Let me read.
What property are you on now?
I'm on less than a half an acre. But I probably pulled 400 pounds last year, 300 pounds, 350. I don't weigh it.
It's nothing bad.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's what we did, and
I
don't
can
know
tell
if
you
you've
all
seen
we
our
were doing
Josh.
was preserving.
Yeah, we grow out of refrigerators and
yeah, I seen your setup. Yeah,
recycled trash.
I just lucked out because the place I used to work, they would ship us parts or castings from Canada in boxes, crates, 3 by 3 by 2 feet deep, and we were just gonna burn them. I was like, "You're not burning those." Yeah. I got like 35 of them.
Yeah. Gear says, "Don't forget the tags in the titles and descriptions." Oh, Gear, you know so much. I don't know why you're not a part of Shed Wars.
He's just going to surprise us one day, and there's just going to be a video dropped, and we're going to be like, "Oh yeah, Gear, get him!"
I'll try to find some pictures of my last year's garden. I got a Discord that I put way more stuff on Discord than I do YouTube, believe it or not.
I believe it. Well, you BooTube, right? BooTube. I get it.
Dude, they've never bothered me. But also I registered my Google account as a complete left-wing activist, so I never get bothered.
That's hilarious.
I see everybody get, knocked or what. I literally brought a black conservative activist on my channel, and we talked politics hardcore for 2 hours. Yeah. Not a peep from YouTube.
It's amazing. And you didn't you didn't disguise words and all that. You just
I never disguise words. I'll say them all. I say them. I don't.
Yeah.
And you'll understand after my show Tuesday. You'll understand why I don't care.
Well, yeah, I was there last Tuesday or whatever it was, and you were like, "I don't give up. I'm gonna say what I say."
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll get censored if I get big enough, but
Yeah, but what's big enough, Like,
yeah.
we got trolls here, and
Yeah, Passamaquoddy, do they ever really know?
the number of different.
But here, it used to be where I didn't really care because I didn't think I have anything useful to offer. But everybody tells me that I do. But to me,
You absolutely.
I can't speak, and I can't. It's like I'm trying to say the stuff correctly, but I don't have the fancy terminology that everybody has. I was like, I like put the poop on the dirt and stuff grows.
There you go. The poop troop salute.
That's right. Well, I wasn't going to let a streak go by where I didn't mention something about Poop Troop, and everybody should join Courtney's Poop Troop for 99 cents a month. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Join.
Join it. But this chick over here, Josh, a year ago, she wouldn't have been sitting here right now. She is the most shy.
Not shy. I'm anxiety ridden.
Yeah, she's shy, anxiety ridden, and all the other,
Yeah.
I quit Poop Troop at 100.
Don't do it, Gear.
Oh, Gear. That's it. I'm reporting to Courtney.
But then
I mean,
99, and then are you going to join and be the 100th?
That's what it is.
I look back at last year and everything I went through, and it could have been a lot different if things would have been a lot bit different in my life. But I got hit with a lot last year. A lot.
Yeah.
Like life-altering medical problems.
That's never fun.
Not me, my wife. So I just think back. I was amazed at what I was able to do with everything that was going on. If I had a year without that, it would be a lot. It would be fun. I could make Shed Wars fun.
Absolutely. Victora, what's going on?
I mean, you guys have seen me on panels. I kind of do comedy on.
Homestead Aquarius, you have a point
Yeah,
there.
you would bring a whole nother paradigm to it. I don't want to sit there and pat ourselves on the back, but we kind of brought our own paradigm. It's like
We're the trash people. Hello.
yeah, we're the trash people, and we do astrophotography and gardening. Like what the
Awesome. You can, yeah. You're gonna love my show Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now that I know there's penalties though, or whatever, I'm gonna grow a penalty garden. Y'all know that, right? So I will intentionally piss off because I got the food right there. This doesn't count. This is so I can say a big F you to whoever wants to hear it.
See, that's what we're talking about. Is that paradigm right there? Bring that before
I was like, if you're gonna tell me the rules, I'm gonna grow my way out of them.
Well, I don't take my word for it. Please go watch Will It Grow and Homestead Aquarius's videos on there.
Yeah,
I know, of course, yeah. I'm giving everybody hell.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
That's the other half of Shed
misquote.
Wars is giving people hell.
Yeah,
I can see how them penalties work, Chris. You're backpedaling very, very fast. You need to grow a penalty garden. That way you don't have to act like that. Just get them.
exactly.
Sorry, Chris. May not answer that. Plead the fifth.
Yeah.
John.
Hey, wow.
Speak of.
I just woke up with a text that is going on.
Uh-oh.
Going on.
Uh-oh.
I just sent a disturbance through the force.
Well, I didn't mean to get you up, Captain, but I'll cast out a link and see if you want to.
We're trying to get Josh to join Shed Wars.
Yeah, and actually, we were saying very nice things about you, Captain.
Yeah,
You guys need to stop goating me because I haven't even started a seed yet. Y'all, it ain't too late, but I'm just saying I can't do it as of right this second.
Yeah, John found out already. I know, right, Bruce? It's all the tattletales that we had coming through.
He had 2 spies in here.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So these 2 spies run to their phone and start texting and wake somebody up to come and. Oh, this would be. Oh, man.
John, I hope you're not working tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah.
I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta be up in 5 hours.
4 hours to go.
Yeah, he gets up at like 4:00 in the morning to go oyster harvesting, which I'm sure is his job.
Fun.
I'm really wondering how many how many pounds of rabbit can I get out of 6 female rabbits in a year?
Quite a bit.
Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that also counts towards Shed Wars weight.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. Because I got rabbits too.
Yep.
Rabbits, chickens.
We're hoping to join the chicken community
Yeah,
here real
yeah.
soon.
We want to build a chicken coop and from,
Well, you want to build the chicken coop. I
Yeah.
just want the chickens.
what's going on, Princess Diana Bear?
I'm adding quail this spring for sure. That's my
Hopefully
my
some
wife's
turkey.
gifts birthday present. Her birthday's in October, but I don't want to get them through the winter, so I told her I'll get them in the spring.
Yeah.
We've heard nothing. Homestead Aquarius used to have a ton of quail, and we've heard nothing but great things about quail.
It's just the
Eggs.
speed at which you can produce protein.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the name of the game, really. When you're in a survival type situation, gardening, whatever, it's really hard to
Do you see this guy? Do you know how many quail that would need?
Seriously, dude.
right.
Go out and the whole
I
pen's
sit
empty,
down to like
feathers hanging out
I
of his
sit
mouth.
down to a 6-egg breakfast with bacon and all the fixings. So,
Well, then,
So good.
yeah, you need some chickens.
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna be getting chickens. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I don't know if we'll get eggs this year, but
You know how petty I am? I'll tell you how petty I am. I would name my chickens that I planned on harvesting for Shed Wars after every single other person on the opposite team. That's my pettiness.
Lewis,
I mean-
what's up, buddy?
Is that mean?
No.
Yeah, that would be
That's
awesome. I would totally do that.
That's fun.
Okay, make it fun, Joss. If I'm awoke again, you're suspended. See, you're getting suspended already. Ask Q how that goes. She's been suspended, and she wasn't even on Shed Wars.
John suspends even outside Shadow Wars
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Oh, was he talking to me? I thought your name was Josh. He surely wasn't talking to me, right?
No, he's talking. I'm Chris. That's Gina. You're Josh.
Oh,
Are you sure?
thank you. Thank you for reminding me of my name. And
Yeah.
now that I know my place, maybe Willet Grow will find his.
Oh,
I love you, John.
Hello, John Willigro. Good to see. Wait a minute. Robert, you already said hello to him, didn't you? I'm so confused right now. I thought you were talking to him already. Okay, I'm keeping my eyes on the truck convoy up here in Canada. Yeah, I heard Mr. Sparkly Socks, as North Shore Preparedness calls him, is avoiding that convoy that you speak of, Lewis.
Yeah, he's gonna ignore it.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when the human construct finally starts to break down.
Yeah.
Oh, and I hope it comes crumbling to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It wouldn't work if the people aren't behind it, because the people are going to suffer in this, and the people don't care anymore. They've suffered enough. They're willing to suffer more.
And
That's
you know what,
what-
Josh?
that's
Selfishly, I'm one of those people that I don't care. It's
Yeah.
time for a reset. It's time for things to get knocked back a couple centuries.
What if I told you you could do that without lifting a finger?
I would believe you 120%. And
What if I
would-
just told you you just don't have to believe in it?
No, you don't.
You don't have to believe in it. It's
No.
a Oh, I can't wait till
I'm right there
Dude,
with you, buddy.
I'm so itching to talk about it, but I gotta.
Hey, this is open topic. I mean, I just wanted to say, hey, we got a lot of snow coming, and that's the end of my conversation. The rest
That
of it,
means we got a lot of time to talk about it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we got 2 hours before this building arms itself.
Homestead Aquarius, I completely agree with that statement too. The people don't know any suffering.
Yeah, I don't
Yet.
even.
Yet.
She
No, we don't. No, we
she
don't.
knows more suffering than I do because she grew up in a more poverty-stricken position than
I
I
lived
did.
on a homestead. Literally lived on a homestead.
Me, I was, I had everything I wanted. I had the video game systems in my room and the cable and the refrigerators and all that bullshit.
I didn't even have electric heat.
Hey, you know what? But that doesn't affect next year's garden. None of that matters.
No.
No, it doesn't.
None of
because
that
it's already
matters.
behind you.
Yeah, it doesn't. None of that matters. You just got bought. You got bought into the human construct.
Yeah, but you know what? At the age of 33, Josh, I woke the fuck up. That magical number, 33.
Yeah, I hear I'm awake too, but you need to be enlightened.
So
And I'm going to enlighten a lot of people.
I agree, but there's a lot more room for improvement in my
Oh, oh yeah, dude. I am so that once you become you're more self-aware. It's a lot easier to work on that when
Yeah.
you're not worried about what the bubbles are doing. When you're focusing on you and just being a good human being. Just
Yeah.
being a good human being. So
Here's a message from John to you, buddy. I just highlighted it.
Josh, if you join, you're suspended for the first week. I'm going back to sleep.
John,
John, see you later, buddy. Oh,
John, thanks for
John,
popping
did
in.
you get
Good
our
night.
text message, buddy? I don't know if you didn't answer or respond. I don't know if you got it or not.
We'll see.
We
I
got
have
your
no
seed
response.
package, but unfortunately, half of them were crushed.
no.
You don't need to send any more. We can make do with what we got. I was just letting you know for future packaging.
Purple Tea Bear, we have a lot of videos that could help with that. It can be a lot cheaper than you think.
I have no. Yeah, it's as easy as finding a refrigerator on the side of the road, picking up free pallets. Seriously.
Sifting your own soil.
Yep.
You got to start thinking outside the box, because I mean you'll get into a groove when you start watching YouTubers that have all the knowledge in the world, like a Justin Rhodes or Roots and Refuge, great channels, a wealth of knowledge, doing the right things for permaculture and all that, but then it gets you kind of discouraged because they got all the cool stuff. They don't realize that they've been doing that for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm growing stuff in bathtubs. I just found bathtubs and started growing an herb garden in it.
Just wait till you see our nudist. Wow.
There is no nudist going on
Our
in the garden.
newest garden bed that's going to be put in this year.
I hope it really, for me, I just hope it makes people start really thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
I try to tell
Hey, I
everybody.
got this junk laying around my yard. I might as well put it to good use.
Instead of throwing it in the trash or.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. You got to think outside the box, because guess what? The plant don't know what it's growing in. It just needs a few little things to keep it going. It don't care what it's in.
Yeah, exactly. Sunlight and water. That's pretty much the extent of it.
Yep. Nutrients, sunlight, and water. That's all you need.
That's McCarty right there with you, girl.
Yes, Backwoods Law. We're going to do a lot of nudist gardening this year. Stay tuned.
No.
Stay tuned.
Did you just hear what my wife said? She's like, "We already done that last year, so that's nothing new."
I mean, Sean did it, so
I had
your boxers.
Yeah.
She was under the gourd trellis, and an orb spider fell on her,
Oh God.
and she lost it right in my front yard. All the clothes came off, and she was running into the house. I'm like, I don't know what really just happened here, but it's like not a sporting event, but I got a streaker running through my yard.
That's great. I would have done the same thing though.
Yeah.
But there again, I live in a trailer park, so nobody even batted an eye. It was like, yep, aisle 5's on it again.
Yeah.
That's not a trailer park, but our neighborhood would be exactly the same.
Josh,
Yeah.
I thought you lived kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but
I do.
Yeah. Look at
There's a trailer park out, dude. We're rednecks. We put trailer parks wherever we want.
it's a whole new world down in the south. I'm
Yeah.
beginning to discover this.
Yeah, I'm in county. I'm rural county, but I'm still got to stay within 60 or so miles of a dialysis center.
I used to
Gotcha.
No nudity. Well, if you're
Hello,
going to
River.
stay in their queue, make sure you keep the fireplace going. That's all we ask.
I mean, where I live, there's more cows in the county than people.
That's not a bad thing.
Right.
Not a bad thing at all.
Yes, Q, there are a few Jedis living in our garden. I actually moved them in there for the winter. The frogs, the tree frogs that
Yeah,
for
we don't know
some
if they're there.
for some
still.
reason they kept going to our trash bin.
Yeah, they like it in the trash, probably because all the flies that come from the trash. Yeah.
I was like, you guys are gonna freeze to death in here, so I moved them to the greenhouse.
Yeah. What's this, Cosmic? You throw a naked Jedi and I will stay forever. All right, Robert.
Get in the greenhouse.
Get in the greenhouse. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go get your mints and yeah.
Well, hurry up because you know you are the show here. Nobody likes looking at my ugly ass.
Well, I've never really seen it, so I can't make a determination.
Well, it's halfway hairy. I'll put it to you that way, man.
Like if I from what I understand it, if I was to wear leggings, I'd look like a 300-pound golf ball. Now, I hope you don't have a vivid imagination because you're gonna have trouble sleeping tonight.
No, I'm trying to figure out what do you mean, like.
You don't know how dimply a golf ball is?
Yes, I do, but
Okay, imagine that like 500 times the size it is.
oh, okay. So, like me, when I was 400 pounds, then I guess.
Yeah, because I'm right at about 300 maybe. Well, I've lost a bit of weight. I'm probably at 286 now.
Oh. See, you're smaller than me, man. I'm hovering at like 295, but it's the smallest I've been since I was 12 years old.
Yeah, but I'm only like 5'10", so I don't carry it well.
6 foot. You know, I only got you by
Yeah.
2 inches, man.
Yeah, that 2 inches makes a lot.
That's what she said.
Not to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Gina's going to bring me food. No, Q. No food for you. What's this? Cosmic Cultivators. You sound like Beard was warm. Oh, back in the night. Really cold. I picked him up. Yeah. Gina does that with all the frogs. I make sure I throw as many worms as I can into our garden beds. We buy soil, but also we go out back and we'll sift out forest soil, get all the crap out of it, and use half and half combination. So we kind of have the native soil and what we buy. It works out pretty good for us.
Hey, Robert, you've got it a little misconstrued. We eat the cows, but the goats is where it's at because the goats, the back legs fits in the rubber boots. Cows are too hard to chase down and maneuver around. Yeah. Goats are way easier.
Yeah.
I mean, weirdos only try to do that to cows. Rednecks know their place, and
Yeah. Well,
all we need is a herd of goats and some duct tape, and we're happy people.
I've been called a redneck by my own brother, so I don't know how I am, but you know.
Man, that's a term of endearment around here. I fit in.
Well, my brother's one of those, graduated college and makes a couple $100,000 a year, has multiple houses, and I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel just to make a buck, Yeah, watch out for that wall.
Hey, well, you know what you need to tell your brother is like when it all goes to shit, make sure you bring all of that money down here so we have something to wipe our ass with.
Yeah, I don't even want it, honestly, man.
Right?
Honestly, it's been horrible watching his decline. Like he is completely the opposite of us.
Yeah,
And he's already signed up for number 4, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
well,
he is literally just barely a year older than Chris, and he looks like he's pushing 65.
Yeah. And that's no lie. He has the whole, I'm starting to get thin up here, you can tell, but his whole top is gone. He's turning completely white.
Yeah, this Like this whole part of his beard is
Yeah.
just straight
You
up
you
white.
wouldn't be able to recognize a
Man,
a
that
blue
I mean, I hear you, but you gotta have faith in humanity that we can turn him around one day. You got to, man. That's what good people do. That's what good people do, Chris.
I have become so jaded against humanity because I've seen them make ridiculous, stupid decisions, and they don't want to, own up to their own damn decisions, and they'd rather point the finger and blame and this, that, and the other. And I've seen so much of that I've become so jaded against humanity.
I'll teach you how to disconnect from humanity to look at it from the outside.
I do, I do. I am that guy who sits on the fence, Josh. I
Yeah.
totally. Like totally.
I sat on the fence for a long time until one time I just jumped off, walked 3 paces, turned around and flipped the fence off and says, not no more.
Yeah,
I'm over here now.
sides.
That's what I'm doing.
Like I see both sides. I really do.
But see, when I say that doesn't mean I'm opting out of everything. I'm still go to the store. I still eat at McDonald's. I do all that stuff.
I
I
don't.
just don't. I don't let any of it bother me anymore.
I haven't had fast food in 5 years. I haven't watched cable television in 2. I haven't watched a movie in over 6 years. I don't listen to the radio. I haven't heard the latest song in about 5 years. Like, I've totally disconnected from society.
Yes. Oh, you're well on your way. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And it's a good thing. All I do is watch YouTube.
It is. You see, the problem is like last night on Courtney's Live or the other one, they're all talking about movies and like their favorite actors. And I'm like, who the fuck are these people they're talking about? I have no clue. None. So you disassociate yourself with the normal, but I feel more normal than I ever have before in my life. But, going to the average Joe Schmo, they're like, where have you been? Have you been under a rock your whole life? It's like, no, I'm good with it. I don't need it anymore. The only music I listen to, Josh, is meditation. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, totally. And you know what's helping you along the journey and you don't even realize it is the gardening. You're grounding yourself. And once you become more grounded, you've got to believe in the grounding because I'm telling you, we are of this earth and
So
you got to reconnect.
Everybody wants funny, buddy. I hate shoes.
Dude.
If I don't have to wear shoes, I do not have shoes on. I've been grounded my entire life.
There you go. See, so it works. I don't have to explain that to you.
Look at me. I'm almost 40, man. Look at me. I think I look great for almost 40. Like,
I mean, you're attractive. I mean,
see, thank you.
I mean, look at me. I'm ugly as pond scum, but a goose is in love with me, so I'm doing something right.
Josh, we are all beautiful in our own way.
That's right. I know we are. I'm a comedian, so I can't help but make jokes. And I've obviously, just by me coming up on your panel, woke up Marshall of Shed Wars. So I guess I should give myself a little bit more credit.
Right. Either that or you got to join the party, buddy.
Well, how do you pick? Whose team do I get to pick?
You get picked. So you put in a video stating that, I do X, Y, Z, whatever else you want to say. And your name goes into a pool. And on March 4th, I believe, there's a draft, like an NFL draft. So there's already like 50 people in there, Robert or John's going to flip a coin. Okay. Robert wins. He gets first pick. John gets second pick. Robert gets third pick, so on and so forth.
Okay, so are we allowed to talk to the other team, or is that bad too? Is that friendly?
You see, we came into Shed Wars and we were like, yeah, we went on Homestead Aquarius team, but we were like, this is Team Shed Wars. We are part of one large team.
Oh, you so fit into what I want to talk about, Chris. I need you. You need to be on my panel.
Josh, I would probably blow your mind with actually, probably not. We probably agree on many, many different fronts. Honestly.
I think me and you sit down for a couple hours and realize, holy crap, there are two people out there that think like us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Because my whole life I don't feel like I fit anywhere.
No,
But then once I realized what that feeling was and stepped away, and I realized I don't fit and I don't want to fit.
let's see if you can relate to this statement I'm about to make. I can't wait until I shed this meat suit and graduate to the next level. I'm not coming back to this rock.
Yeah, I'm not scared of it for sure.
Yeah. I refuse to come back to this rock. There is an endless universe out there that has been howling for me to come visit it.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it will, because I'm not religious by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a sinner from sinners, but I still have a firm belief in my Creator and all that. So,
That's
but I also have an open mind.
glad you
Like,
said
man,
that, because there's a distinct difference between gods and the creator.
Well,
And I think a lot of people have that disconnect. Like they'll say, okay, I worship my God. But
it's
like,
not a disconnect. It's a social construct. That's what I'm telling you. It's a construct, a human construct to make order out of chaos, Chris.
yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing. If somebody came down from the heavens and did this marvelous thing, we would all praise him as God. I'd be like, no, you are not. You may be God in the eyes of the construct that we've created for you, but you are not the all. You are not the creator. You are not the life spark, the soul beginning. You are not. Because we never will find that, because ultimately it is a construct, like you say.
No, there's a construct built around religious practices.
Everything.
Because I grew up, like I said, I grew up Mormon my entire life. Jesus Christ is my savior, Chris, and I do believe in God full-heartedly. But I also am open-minded to believe that possibility doesn't have to be everybody's beliefs, and that's cool. I mean, that's totally cool. And I love delving into it. I love talking about it. Because
here's my point of view. Jesus Christ does not exist, period, unless you're talking what his intentions were. And what I mean by that is I don't believe in Jesus Christ the man. I believe in Jesus Christ the message.
Well, yeah, we believe Jesus Christ was a man. That's not that's not what it is. No, it's the Son of God, Yahweh. Yeah. And the message is good.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
And once you, and it's, you could, the only reason I say this is because of my past, and my past dictates to me that there is nothing else that could have done what has been done for me, because it was not humanly possible. So whatever it was not of this earth. And I wholeheartedly believe it was Jesus Christ and his Father saving my daughter. So it's just weird when you have that kind of experience.
And that's
I will concede the fact that I could be wrong for sure, but
I could be wrong, and I could be going to hell and forever damned to it because I don't believe in Jesus Christ.
You won't. No, that's not going to happen.
But
you're gonna go to where you believe. You're gonna create your reality in the afterlife, man.
And may I embellish that a little bit? If this is an endless universe, do you believe in endless universe?
That's what they say.
So then there are endless possibilities, which means my reality is out there. Your reality is out there. Gear Branding 19's reality is out there. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
I mean, and I respect that, and you respect mine, so that's cool. That's what we need more of, is people that will just agree that not everything's going to be the same for every human, because we're humans.
Look at me and Fishes when we have this conversation.
Yeah, I know.
We get heated, and I don't mean anything by it. And at the end of the day, I'm like, Fishes, Carol, I love you.
And you need a disclaimer. Fishes is my sister. I love her to death. I've known her for years. Just saying. Now go ahead.
No, that's all.
That's all. But
that's all I have to say is, like, me and Fishes are on the complete opposite spectrum of everything. And we have heated conversations, and I can look at her and say, "You people," and be like, "Oh fuck, did I just say that?"
Did you just say you people?
He said you people one
I-
night.
yeah.
I almost punched him.
We're,
But I
we're going
didn't
straight
mean it.
blazing saddles up in here. Everybody watch out.
I didn't mean it the way it came out. It's just when you're passionate about something, you're
Yeah.
trying to get that point across. And
Right. But doesn't that make the debate more spectacular when two people are very passionate about their beliefs?
only if the debate can come together at the end and say, I love you still.
Oh,
Not
hell yeah.
pissed off. I want nothing to do with that. Like, no,
Yeah.
no.
But I guarantee you, fishes love you. I guarantee you, it's in our nature to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does. Of course, being a Christian and believer in Christ and everything, I don't think it's blasphemous to think about the stuff that you're talking about. Like, it's in the realm. I can see why people believe it.
Yeah. Well,
You,
how are we
you
to
ain't,
learn?
you ain't wrong. I mean, you can't prove I'm wrong. I can't prove you're wrong. So let's go with it and see who's right.
But that's the thing. How are we to learn anything if we all like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're right. I'm right. We're on the same page. We don't learn anything by that. We need to look outside the box and try to bring those people to the edge of the box at least and get them
Can
thinking.
I say this? I think one of the huge major factors with Jesus Christ is the fact that church was supposed to be small gatherings in the home talking about all of that stuff.
Okay. I wish we could just flip the switch and go backstage and I could talk to you about this because that's exactly what I'm saying. There's been a construct put around religion and faith. Faith is nothing to do with buildings or people or anything. Faith is internal.
Exactly.
And it's just like your belief is internal. My belief isn't. I will never step square foot in a church again. I won't. I don't need to.
Nope.
I have a personal relationship with my God. Once man gets a hold of that construct, you can't believe the construct. You got to believe in your faith.
Once we figure out we are all cosmic brothers and sisters, this rock will be much more prosperous and pleasant. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
What's going on, Lone Star? If we all come from one source, doesn't that make us all related in a non-sexual, gross way? Like we're all of the spirit, we're all of the same entity. Why can't we get that?
We are.
But that comes back to Josh's point. It's the human construct.
Yeah.
They don't want us to be able to get that. They want to keep us divided. They want to keep us fighting, and they put us in little boxes so that it stays that way.
This used to drive her nuts, and I've been saying it for 3 or 4 years. I don't see color anymore.
So do you believe in good and evil?
No, because that's also a construct. No, I don't believe it. It just is. It just is, Josh.
He's been saying this for a while, Josh, and it kind of bothers me because obviously there is legitimate evil in the world, but like he has this weird way of going about it where he's like, okay, well, that's evil to you, but to this person,
yeah,
they could be saving.
Let me sum it up like this, okay? We'll just say there's aliens, extraterrestrials. They're coming to take over our planet because their race is running out of whatever materials. Now, on their planet, this one guy who's making this motion is a hero, is the greatest thing in the world. We're looking up at him saying, wow, what a mean son of a bitch.
Right.
See? So who's evil in that? He's trying to save his whole world. Our whole world's going to perish. It's two paradigms coming together saying, you're evil. No, you're evil.
Yeah.
It's buddy. It's all.
I will explain that, and you'll listen to me on Tuesday. That I will explain that to you. That I understand that point perfectly clear. But what if that dude was acted upon by evil and didn't know it? Everybody's still going to love him, but he's doing evil deeds.
Yeah, yeah.
But and if like we would probably do it too, though, if we were running out of. I mean, look at our planet. We can't sit here and dictate something like that on us when we can't even get along on our own planet.
No. The fact that we have imaginary lines that.
But I mean, I wouldn't think aliens would definitely be would add a different element to everything. But I'm talking about people, humans.
I would say we're all aliens. That's like we.
But you,
I'm not a Darwinian. I don't believe in Darwinism. Not at all. We didn't come from a bottle. A puddle of goo. We didn't.
Or did we?
No, we didn't.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was drinking coffee. It was my coffee break.
You're right. Right.
But there is good and evil on this planet, for sure.
It's a construct.
No, it's not.
I understand where you're coming from with that, with how you think.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there is straight up just plain evil.
The construct, the construct is not around good or evil. It's how good and evil is acted on humans. That's the construct. The construct is to make order out of chaos. Otherwise, because they can't have chaos, they just can't have normalcy because nobody gains anything off of it.
Yep.
So the first, let's take it. All right, I'm going to break it down. I'll give you one example. I'll repeat it Tuesday. I don't care. So let's look at gold.
It's late night. Don't worry,
Yeah.
Josh. There's not a whole lot of people. up in
Look
here.
at what?
Let's look at gold. Do you
Gold.
think the first person that picked up gold thought, "Ooh, I'm going to be a millionaire"? No, he thought this is really easy and soft. I can it's malleable. I can make stuff out of this. It
Correct.
had no value.
Or it could have been somebody like me, like, ooh, pretty rock.
Right, exactly. That's what it was. Pretty rock. But then they could figure if they smash that rock on another rock, that one gives. We can form that into stuff.
Yeah.
It was that first person that thought I could control the world with this. That person was influenced by evil to create the construct of our economic system. So our whole economic system is based on evil. So because and I will grant you this, in my beliefs, revelations has to happen. And in order for revelations has to happen, evil has to win. You just got to find out where they're influencing and what they're influencing, and then don't become influenced. It's that simple.
I don't know.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Tune in Tuesday night for the rest, because Chris is not going to sleep tonight.
No, I'll be able to sleep because I ponder these things quite often. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
yeah, I have insomnia. I'll lay in bed for hours on end and just think and think and think and try to astral project, and very unsuccessful. Anyway, about the whole Revelations thing, like, I don't believe in the book.
I know you don't.
I would refer to that as a guideline,
Sure.
a guidebook more than anything else. For instance, the great sign in heaven has come and gone. Would you agree with me on that?
I don't know. I don't know the Bible that much. This isn't coming from a Bible, brother. This has just been an epiphany I've had that I can't stop thinking about for the last 3 days.
You mentioned Revelations, and I immediately.
Yeah, I know Revelations because everybody talks about Revelations.
Well,
Like,
the great sign in the heavens, September 23rd.
No, 21st.
No, that's my birthday. September 23rd, 2019, I believe. The great sign in the heavens happened. It says it in the Bible, da 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 da. I saw it with my own two eyes.
Oh, what was it called? Hold on. Let me get out Mr. Google box. And I'll,
I can't remember it right now off the top of my head, man. But
all right, well, that's okay. That's fine. I get what you're saying. So there was a sign.
there was a sign that come to pass, and like in the stars is everything that's written. And that would be what I would refer to as opposed to something man has rewritten over and over and over. And once again, if you're referring to a book that somebody has written, that's literally one half of the story.
Yeah.
We're never going to know the other half.
See, this is the thing.
17, by the way.
2017.
Yeah, if you knew where I got my faith from or my knowing, you would think differently about. I didn't get it through a religious means. I was Mormon my whole life, yeah, but that just put the seed in there until you know it's all just blind faith in everything. Everything anybody believes is blind faith until you know.
So when I was 12, 13 years old, my grandfather was diagnosed with cancer. And we went to church quite often. I actually, whatever Christian, I think, whatever it was, church. And we would go there and go there and go there. And one day, me and him were standing there, and the preacher was like, if you feel the power of Jesus Christ, raise your hand. And me and my grandfather raised our hands exactly at the same time. 2 weeks after that, the doctors said, it's amazing. Your cancer is gone. Like, you're going to be okay. 3 months after that, I was walking by his dead corpse. I lost all faith that day because I had felt something that day when me and my grandfather raised our hands, and it was bullshit. It was absolute bullshit. And after that day, when I walked by my grandfather's corpse, I went down a deep, dark road of drugs, depression, and just hatred. Hatred, buddy.
That's not God's fault, my friend.
It is not. No. And no, it is not. But I was misled.
I've been pissed off at God many, many times, Chris. When
Who
he took my mom, when he took my dad, when my daughter was stillborn for 23 minutes and didn't have a pulse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but she's alive.
Yeah.
They said she was given 24 hours to live, and I was told not to connect with my daughter because she's not going to make it through this.
Yeah.
But I did connect with her. She's 22 now, has a boyfriend, he works, everything's good.
That's awesome.
But when she was 16, she recited her entire birth process to me, and I never told her shit.
So she has one hell of a memory.
Yeah. It's the problem is who she was with when she was receiving the memory that she talks about. That can only be one thing. In my mind, Chris, I know there's different opinions and all that, but
yeah.
See, I just like you, which is very admirable. You're not going to let anybody sway your beliefs. That's cool. That's awesome. Just like me, I'm not going to let anybody sway him. But I'm not going to let it get in the way of me being friends with people. I will not let it do that.
No, but
people are good people.
A lot of people will misconstrue what I say for words. What I ultimately mean is like the creator is in each one of us. We are the creator because we have the consciousness to be able to have these conversations here. So that being said, when I really don't like it when people are like, I'm praying for you, because to me, that's somebody asking somebody else for their good intentions. If, in my opinion, if you yourself put your intentions as creator to what you want, you manifest it.
That's how it works, Chris.
But it's not praying for some savior to help you. That is within you. We all have mysterious powers.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. We call it the Holy Ghost. You can call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't always work. Prayers are not always answered because the journey's already been laid out for that person. We get that. I mean, I understand what you're saying for sure.
Does that make me a bad person? No. It makes me question a lot more.
Right.
Really. Like,
I understand what you're saying. I've been in your shoes before. I have.
Yeah. Some people call me a really bad person for that idea.
I'll never call you a bad person, Chris, because you're never going to call me a bad person for believing that Jesus Christ was my savior. You won't, because you're a good person.
Because you know what? In this endless, infinite universe, there is a Jesus Christ for you, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. The whole thing is not to judge people. So why would I judge you? That would be the dumbest thing ever. If they are doing that, then they need some self-reflection, because that's not my job. My job is to sit up here on YouTube and talk about Shed Wars and wake people up.
And Q Kitchen and beyond, this is what I mean. Like, it's just I appreciate everything and every prayer and anything that everyone has given to Gina and myself in the past month or so. I just think it would be, I don't want to say it the wrong way, but your intentions, your will, your power is much more than we could ever ask of anybody.
But here's the thing.
You need to realize that.
And Chris, I want you to understand when we pray for you, we're not praying for you to convert to what we believe in.
No.
We're praying for what we believe in to help you.
Yes.
Yes.
And you need
We're
to
not
realize
praying for you
that
to
is
be
not
me or
your
convert to this or believe this or any of that. We're just you believe. It's just,
What I mean to say is, like, I believe prayers are like you're asking for somebody else's good intentions. And all I interject is put your positive vibrations into what you want.
yeah, and that's how we do that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but not because the construct is making us believe that. But it's almost identical, except there's a delineation line that we won't cross. But that's cool.
Yeah. No, I don't. You can cross it, Josh. It doesn't bother me.
That's the same thing. Like I'm trying to sit here and tell him is like him putting his positive vibrations out there is exactly what you're doing with prayers.
I accept it the same way, Chris. I know it's not a prayer, but I will accept that the same way because you're trying to help me and you're offering me peace.
Trolls.
I will accept that. I will accept that.
Yeah. And that's why I hate saying that, because I will accept any positivity, because in such a shitty negative world, any positivity is good.
I mean, yeah, please understand when a person prays for you the right way, they're asking for what we believe in to help you and send you good stuff, man.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just we can all come to the same conclusion at the end of the day. We just lead different roads to get there.
If I ever was to pray for you, Chris, I would definitely, them would be the words I'd use. I'd use positive vibes, whatever.
I would want your intentions, not what you ask of somebody else's. That's all that's all I mean by what we were just talking about, buddy, is just that. Like, give me your intentions, not somebody else's. I don't know.
Yeah, Chris, man, don't feel bad about it. I mean, other people get harsh on it. I'm not going to do that to you, man.
I feel bad because some people are taking offense to it, and I don't mean that. I don't want to break people down. I don't want to beat people down. I want to lift people up, and that's what I'm about.
Everybody needs to realize that we all sit and talk about freedom, and we all talk about this. We're allowed to have differences of opinion. We're not allowed to judge Chris. Stop it right now. I rebuke you.
There's only one person that should judge, and that's at the very, very, very end of it all.
Yeah. Well, I wish I would continue this conversation, Chris, but I've got to be up in 3 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. Well, you know what?
Dude,
I don't know if you'll have room on Tuesday or you want to set aside something else, but
definitely
I'll be there Tuesday, man. I will be there.
All right. Yeah, I'll definitely see you Tuesday, brother.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for letting me up here. This was great.
Yeah,
I love you guys.
Anytime. Bye. Peace, love, buddy.
Bye.
So yeah, that took a turn.
We always get into deep combos
We do.
up in here.
And I mean no harm to anybody, and I appreciate everything that this community and our friends have given to us in the past couple months. Yossi, what's going on, buddy? I'm glad you just came in, my friend. I hope you are feeling better. I hope you're getting better. I send you nothing but my best, honestly. Cosmic cultivators. We all have our own beliefs and share goodwill in our own ways. No offense is taken, nor will be given. And thank you. That's the way we all should be, is voice our opinions, take it or leave it. At the end of the day, we're all cosmic brothers and sisters, and we need to realize this sooner rather than later, before it's too late. The God rules the channel and more news than anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will see if anybody else wants to come up and chew the fat for a few. Does anybody else know that turn of phrase? Chew the fat. No. Oh, she's on her looky box over there. Huh? Okay. Yeah. It's about positive, healthy feelings, however it gets there. That is all great stuff to educate or demand how it should come from. Bad part. What causes problem? Yes, Robert. Yeah. If I were to push what I had just said upon anybody, that probably would make me the bad person. And that's not my intentions at all. Just
that's why you just let everybody do them and you accept their positive.
and you never know. Maybe I subliminally pick something up from Josh tonight and I'll be laying in bed thinking about him.
Oh boy.
And the conversations that we had.
Hey, he is already taken by a woman and a goose.
I know. That's some tough competition. A goose and a wife. Man.
I think Leah would slap you
Yes.
around a little.
Who?
Leah, Josh's.
Oh, yeah. Going for a cigarette. Yes, heard that chew the fat. All right, cool. Sometimes I come up with weird things
Red
that
Road.
I've been saying forever, and people are like, what the is he talking about?
I still look at you like that sometimes.
Yeah, after 10 years of marriage, I still get that look from this one.
Crazy.
Yeah, it takes one to know one, right? You rubbed off on me. No pun intended, everybody. No pun intended. Yes, Leah and the goose. That's right, Q. Yossi. What's that emoji? Oh, he's wondering. Is that a pondering emoji, Yossi? I always want to say Yoshi because I'm a Super Nintendo Super Nintendo guru back in the day with Yossi and Mario. But no, Yoshi, we had a talk about beliefs just before you walked into the room. Oh, la la, Gina rubbing up on. Ooh. Ooh la la. Yeah. I'm hoping to get some of that later. Hoping. We'll see. I can happily accept positive and peaceful feelings from you, brother, without feeling the need for you to say in Jesus' name. It's all good. That's what we exactly, Robert. That's what we need. We need to stop.
Hello, Melissa.
What's going on? We need to. We just need to be there for one another. No excuses. Yes, Josh. Thank you for the conversation.
Amazing combo.
I will be there Tuesday, my friend. You can count on that.
Definitely would love to get you two on panel.
Oh yeah.
I will totally referee.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can get Fishes up there too and have a real slobber knocker, right?
No, that's when the finger comes out.
Hey, the Bob. What's
Hey,
up, the Bob?
Hope you are having a great night
Yeah.
and not eating microwave hot dogs.
Yeah. Hopefully you're having more than just microwave hot dogs and bread and butter. Yeah, I think we all need a cigarette after that, huh?
Yeah, I'm there myself.
Yeah, you're good. You don't need any more. You've had more than enough.
No.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so about the storm.
So I hear Gear is on the border. He's gonna check his schedule.
What, as far as Shed Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his job. Like I get it, it's his job. But yeah, I know. Whatever.
We just want him to be our
Yeah,
friend.
we Gear, we want you to be a part of the team, but you are a part of the team now. Don't
We want you as a bigger part.
yeah. Oh my, you hear that, Gear? Gina wants you as a bigger part of the team.
Him and his wife.
Yes. Oh, a little menage a trois. Yeah, she just rolled the eyes at me. Don't worry, I'm still here. I just needed a drink.
Oh, Melissa's in Virginia. You are getting some really cold weather right now, I bet.
Yeah, I respect every person, and every person has the right to believe in what he or she, regardless
Amen,
of
Yossi.
anything. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. I respect you and everything you stand for.
Oh, Gear, we love you. That's why we pick on you.
I don't need. Yeah. That Gear wants to be our pet. Oh my, he's gonna be naked in our garden. Nice. He can serenade the flowers.
Oh, my plants love singing.
Oh my. Well, unexpected. Hello.
Hey, dang it! I was in the middle of something.
Oh,
Pulled me up too soon. I was typing in the privates.
Oh,
Oh, we got like 3
there's
in there.
lots of messages in the I like those. Cha-cha, huh?
Cha-chas. What's up, Chris? How we doing?
Working hard as usual.
Right.
Hey, Gina, I know you're back there somewhere.
Hey,
I'm
Gina.
here. Sorry.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I'm
There
not
it
on
is.
camera.
There it
Yeah,
is.
I was just sitting there watching, and Jay's like, "Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I was kind
get
of
off your
reading
ass and let's get up there."
the whole text thing, and like if you guys, take care of what you need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is what it is, and that's something. Like I said, we're dealing with my mother, and I have a lot of training and background in that field as well. So we're gonna take all of our combined knowledge and just work together as a family and do what we got to do, man.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
It may end up being that he lives at home forever, but that kind of is what it is, and that's something that we're kind of
Yeah.
deal with a day at a time as it comes, and
Yeah.
so
Well,
like I
that's
said,
pretty much with us too. We have a whole new learning curve with
Yeah.
Right.
different events. So
And it's, oh, man, I'll tell you already, it's already like,
it's rough. It's
Right.
rough, guys. It's rough.
oh yeah,
I mean, I don't think it would be as rough if, I helped my dad, obviously. I helped him a lot with my nieces, both of them. But like, there's just so much more that she needs that just was not being fulfilled.
And there's only so much a 74-year-old man can do for
Yeah.
a 23-year-old, 9-year-old.
right.
Me.
And the thing with her that's really hard is she's not 9 in all areas.
Yeah,
Like she
right.
is a
Right.
bookworm. She does her own research. She has her own beliefs. And a lot of those beliefs are paranoid towards the medical field. So she would not go to the doctors for my dad. She refused to go to any doctors. So
And
she
now it's
used to-
getting to the point where her not going to the doctors is starting to affect the benefits that she gets.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah. And I get it. I get it. Like right now,
Right.
who wants to go to the doctors right now?
Right. And I get it. I mean, I do. I mean, I totally understand. And like I said, we're just kind of taking it a day at a time. You know what I mean? We're still kind of this all kind of just came down tonight. So we're going to kind of
Sit
let
on
it go and deal with it for now. And then
Yeah.
we're going to kind of let everybody know once we know a little bit more, We still have some tests that need to be done and things like that before we actually get down that
Just know
exact
that we're
road.
Thinking about you, and if you ever need to talk, hit us up. We're always
Like I
around.
said,
You know that.
I wish you guys weren't clear across the damn country.
Yeah. Yeah.
3,000 miles. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
see that's the really crappy part about YouTube for us is like we've connected with so many great people,
Yes.
there's
but they're way over here.
Hundreds. Like
Yeah.
the closest person is still 200 miles away.
Yeah. And what's really funny is that a lot of them that I've met and a lot of them that I've got really close to are in Ohio and Texas. All right. Like that seems like the main areas. Like I have a lot of friends that I've met on YouTube
Yeah.
or those areas.
Thank you, Yossi.
South Carolina is another big one for us. Texas.
Yeah, Texas. A lot of people in Texas.
Yeah,
Lots.
Texas is huge. Yeah, and they've
Yeah.
got, like I said, I have a bunch of my YouTube family that live in the Texas area for sure.
Yeah.
So, quite a
They're
bit.
all
Like I said, I'm
set.
telling you, if I had enough money, I'd do a cross country trip and just go see every single one of them. You
I
know,
would
and just
love
do it
to
in
do
one
that.
time.
It would be so much fun.
That's what we were just
Yes.
talking about. It's like taking a 3-month vacation and just go do everywhere.
Yep, and just see everybody, and yeah, that'd be awesome. Or
Yeah.
at least like try to figure out a way where we could all meet somewhere. You know what I mean? Like in the middle somewhere and do like a get together.
Me and Chris have talked about that too. And like we're trying to find like that central location for everyone.
Like a 200-mile radius, you know? So it's like
Right.
an
Everybody
afternoon
has
journey.
to drive 200
Yeah,
miles.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a drive regardless. I mean, it's going to be a travel regardless. But I think honestly, like the people that are going to make that travel are the ones that are going to want to make that travel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I honestly think that the distance isn't going to be an issue. It'd be more one of those things of just planning it and organizing it where everybody could be there. And then you make the choice whether you're going to, drive that distance or
I
not.
gotta highlight that one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
So,
But that's the thing, though. Unfortunately, it's like some people are going to be 400 or
You should-
500 miles.
Where are my locals? Oh God, Robert, you're hilarious, buddy.
Don't they still do those in the paper, Robert?
I don't want to.
Wait, they still print the paper? It's not all digital yet?
Yeah, there's still newspapers around. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Wow.
My dad used to deliver
It's
them.
like phone booths. They're like myths. Like you tell kids about phone. Like what's a phone booth?
Oh my
It's
goodness.
that thing Superman changes into. Like no, he doesn't. He doesn't change
That
in
is
that
the
anymore.
funniest. We were camping this summer, and right before the campground, there was one of those old phone booths. And
Yes.
Superman was standing right in the doorway.
They have a Superman figurine.
That is the greatest thing I've ever
We
seen.
will take a picture of that when we go back up
Dude,
there.
I would love to just buy one of those old phone booths and just put it out in front of I live out in the middle of nowhere, but it'd be just for me. But I'd put it out in front of my house with Superman in it, and just that'd be like a yard art basically in my
Yeah,
yard.
pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are, man. I remember those fancy phone booths where you could get in and close the door behind you, and that was privacy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
And you got the Karen knocking on the outside. Hurry up.
yeah. I remember
My
the
beeper's going off.
I remember the vibration on my hip as I had to check what number I now had to go find a payphone to call as I'm looking
Yeah.
at my pager.
Yeah.
These
I
kids
say the
have
word
no
pager and
idea
they're
how
like-
good they have it.
My
Yeah,
kid's like,
for
"What's a pager?"
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh.
beeper was the cool way of saying it in the Northeast.
I mean, you get that with Nintendo. What's Nintendo? What?
God,
What?
right.
You know that DS that's in your hand? Without Nintendo, that would have
Yeah.
never existed.
Don't
Exactly.
even mention Atari, which I still have. Like,
Yeah. Yep. I don't still have it. I had mine for a very long time, but my dad had bought me one.
Oh my God,
and-
but
I played that, and then my Super NES. I played the crap out of that thing
Yeah.
until it would
Me
not
so
read
do.
cartridges anymore.
we still do, man. We still play it.
Oh yeah. I love old video games. I love old movies. I wish I could get her to watch more old movies. She has a hard time watching
Robert.
old film styles.
Yeah, I just don't like the way that they're filmed. Like the way that they look just irritates me.
ShedWarriorsOnly.com.
There you go, Robert. You might have something with that.
Robert, you're
Hashtag
the spokesperson for it.
ShedWarriorsOnly.com.
You are totally gonna have to sing it though, Robert.
Yeah.
Nobody else's voice will do.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, that's
He's
great.
got that like voice. that-
Atari, oh my god, that was so
Yeah.
long ago. No,
Oh,
it-
don't say that,
that-
Melissa.
that
No.
was not that long ago. We were children, and
Yeah.
Yes.
So what if children was 40 years ago?
not even, not even.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there. Don't say the
Yeah,
F
no.
word, bro. Don't say it.
My birthday.
Hey, I'm
was
only a
2
couple
months.
years off.
I got 3 years. I got 3 years.
Yeah,
Oh my
me
God, I'm
too.
older than you. Oh,
Yep. I am 37. I will be 38 this year. She's
I'm-
I'm
38.
gonna
She'll
be
be 39 this
37
year.
this year.
Don't fucking
I
remind
just,
me.
I'm gonna have to. I'm just an old fart.
You're gonna be 38.
9.
Not. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You're 39?
in September. I'll be
Oh,
39.
well, shit, you're only a year older. Get out of here, bro.
So I turned
I have
39
friends the
before
same
you.
age as you.
Oh, good.
I
You're
turned
older. than
39
me.
in June.
Yeah, she turns 39 in June.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so she's barely old.
Gina's got to throw that in there. She's just
I'm the
barely.
old fart.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, you can have it.
Oh, sorry, I'm
I'm
almost
the old
50.
fart on panel.
Atari was before.
Listen,
What?
kids.
What gear?
Dear,
Sorry,
how
what-
old are you?
Whoa.
Gear?
12?
Are you like 20? Like WTF?
Is that a winky face? No, it's not. It's a smiley
Be
face.
35 in June. All right, you're only 3 years younger than I am.
Wow.
And Atari was before you?
Bunch of youngins.
Well, I had an Atari now. I had an Atari before I had a Super Nintendo, or a Nintendo. But I can't say that it came out before that. I just knew I had an Atari before I had a Nintendo.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the year Atari or the year Nintendo came out. I couldn't tell you that.
Passamaquoddy, we're just a bunch of old souls. That's why we gather together, because we have that old school connection.
Oh, can I tell you how depressing it was? Chris found, we've had a smart TV forever. And, it's a cheap one. It's nothing fancy. And last night, Chris is finally going through all the features, and he's like, my God, this has games. And we're sitting there playing through the games on your remote. And I'm like,
Yep.
These are better than Atari. These are better than Super
Yeah,
Nintendo.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
My
dude,
mind
it's
would-
insane. Yeah.
You know what video game I miss? It was the Duck Hunt.
Yes.
Oh, I
Duck
love
Hunt,
that
and then
game.
the Wanted one where you shoot the bad guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Hogan's
had-
Alley. Hogan's Alley.
Yes, and see, I had for the PlayStation, I had the Time Crisis series. I don't know if you ever played Time Crisis in the arcade.
87.
What is it? Jay? What was that?
The Time Crisis games. It was the games in the arcade where you had to step on the pedal on the ground to hide, and then you would step off the pedal and you'd come out and you could shoot, and then you'd step off to reload. So it was
No.
just like back and forth type arcade game. Well, I actually had the guns for that for the PlayStation when it originally came out, and I had those for years and years, and it was absolutely amazing. I loved Duck Hunt, but it was just more
Oda.
higher graphic. It was awesome. I loved it.
Oda
Do
man.
you remember Super Nintendo, a game called Battle Clash
Battle Clash. Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the rocket launcher?
Rocket launcher. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's old school, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's
I
dang,
love that
man.
game.
I love
See
that.
now, like I said, now I wish I had the console to play on. Man, I'd go buy some of these old games.
Yeah, we have a store. I wish I remember. So you walk in and it's the whole place is just old school games, man.
Okay.
Like 4 or 5 deep, and you're like, "Oh, do you have such and such game?" He's like, "You're gonna have to come back in 3 days because I gotta go check my storage inside my storage inside my storage."
Right. Well, see, and what's really funny is that I was literally getting ready to say, in the little tiny small town that we live in, there is a store, and I can't, for the life of me, I'm gonna Google it right now. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna find out because
Oh my
Gear
God.
grinding, you just triggered so many memories with
Ditto.
that.
NBA Jam, from downtown.
And the flaming basketball, Scottie Pippen. Oh yeah, dude.
Razzle dazzle.
Yes.
Dude,
Oh my
you know
God.
what? I actually kind
Time
of
Crisis
miss
with the dinosaurs. No,
Oh,
no.
that game, the NBA Jam style. Like if you
If you
played
look
with
up
one of
Time
those
Crisis,
annoying
Time
people,
Crisis
like
was an
my
original
brother, that's
arcade
all you
game
heard.
that
From
was converted into
downtown,
a
from
PlayStation game.
downtown.
You
That
know
was like
what game I miss playing?
What's that?
Outlaw Golf. I think it was Nintendo 64. You could like beat your caddy, and like some of the caddies were strippers.
Yes, yes, I remember that
I was gonna
shit.
say Chris would totally know golf.
Yeah,
That game was fun.
This
We
is-
used to play drinking Outlaw Golf.
This is the game that I'm talking about.
I don't think I've ever.
And
Oh,
like
it's okay,
gameplay,
no,
gameplay was kind of like that, where you had guys in front of you and you were the one like hiding behind the next to you, and there was a pedal on the floor, and you'd push the pedal and you would unhide, and you could shoot, and then when you let the pedal go, you'd hide, and when you were hiding, you'd reload, and then you'd come back out and shoot. It was pretty cool.
Erica, what's going on? Hello,
Good morning.
from across the pond.
From
Hey,
across the
Erica.
pond, Erica, what's up?
Yeah, Erica's been up on
Courtney.
Courtney's channels,
Awesome.
and I haven't had a chance to meet her yet. So when she was up the other night and my phone was all fuzzy, like I couldn't read the names, and I'm like, "Who is this awesome lady? I haven't met her yet."
So,
And
Erica,
then somebody had to tell me her name because again I couldn't read her name. My stupid phone was
All
like
the way
fuzzy.
from South Africa.
Erica, we're
That's
at
cool.
work. We're literally working still right now. Isn't this such a great job? We're getting paid $15 an hour to
I never
do
had a
this.
64. My cousin did.
I want your
A
job.
golden
I want
eye
your
was
job, buddy.
my
But here's the
favorite.
thing, Jay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've already cleaned 5 buildings, and we have another account to go after this.
Oh,
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
really how hard you want to work to be
Yeah.
able to do this.
So if you like us, when we work together, we do the work of 5 people easily.
Right.
So if we put our mind to it, we can kick this all out and then enjoy time with our wonderful friends and get paid for it because our boss is that cool.
Nice.
And he knows we're doing this. He even suggested, he's like, yeah, if you need hours, just, do
Hang
whatever.
out.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah. So,
that's pretty cool.
that's awesome.
yeah.
I wish I lived closer. I'd be like, hire me.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
down. I'm a hard freaking worker. I will bust my ass.
We do have a new part owner. He sold 50% of the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so far he hasn't messed with anything yet. He's actually a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see
But-
if it continues to be that way
but
because it is
when
the
he-
honeymoon period.
They should start a
he-
branch out here and let me work for him. I'll
Yeah.
bust. I'll kill shit for him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
When he came to meet us or whatever, or get acquainted with the buildings, he called both of us like fucking animals. He's like, I cannot believe you clean this building by yourself, Chris, and your wife doing all this stuff herself. I cannot believe what you two get done.
And then we kind of took it upon ourselves to be like, hey, we're not working alone anymore. We're going to just do it all together.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just wasn't like for a while, Chris was having really bad chest pains every night and he's
Panic
not just
attacks.
in this building by himself, but this whole complex is empty.
There's no
So-
one around me for at least a mile.
Is something
So do you
that
drop
happened
him
to
off and then you go to a different building?
Used to, yeah. She
Yeah,
would
used
drive
to.
15 minutes away and then go from building to building to building by herself. And I'm like, make sure you have your mace, your knife, you just have stuff. She would
Hey,
call
Chris.
me some nights and be like, there's somebody out in the woods and da da da. And I'm like, get the fuck in the building, get in the
Yeah,
car.
right.
What are you doing? Like, I can't do anything.
Gina,
I'm
check the
stuck here.
privates.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go for
Oh,
it.
whatever.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Nobody's gonna know. Well, they will now that we're chit-chatting, but
Yeah. So,
I-
and the worst part about it
right?
is
I
the
do my
fact-
own thing.
Right.
Hey, those are good. Those are good.
So the worst part about it is if something were to happen to him, they can't get in the building.
No,
The doors are locked. So if he had to call 911,
that's
Oh,
my
they break in.
Yeah.
like it wouldn't be good.
And not
Yeah.
to mention, there's no reception in this building.
No, none.
I am directly hooked up
to
to
the
the
internet.
wall so we can have this connection. Other than that, there's nothing. No
Wow.
phone calls in or out. No text.
So it's like you're in a
messages.
bunker, basically.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
I
Damn.
mean, it is. It's steel and concrete.
It's
Yep.
just okay. I was gonna say it's a steel building then
Wow.
for sure.
So when all the stuff started happening, that's when, I started freaking out and stuff. And
With my dad.
yeah,
When a few days before he passed, like I told my boss, I'm like, I had that feeling, you just get that feeling that something bad's coming.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm not separating from Chris. If something happens and we're at work, like I'm not gonna have time to drop what I'm doing, go pick him up, get him in the car, and then go to the hospital. Like we need
Right.
to be able to just go.
yeah.
Right.
So that's when we started working together. And after he passed, I was like, yeah, no, we're not going back to working alone. We're just, we're working the exact same amount of hours
And
and
if
we're getting
anything,
twice as much work done.
the buildings are cleaner because I can't stand tedious cleaning.
Yeah.
She, on the other hand, will be like, "Eek, eek, 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 eek," like
Yep.
spot cleaning. Me, on the other hand, I'll wipe through the whole building with a vacuum and a trash barrel
Yep.
in my hand and be like, rock and roll,
See, and then that's one of the things too is that we had the same kind of thing happening when I was working. I was a manager of a convenience store down in Arizona, and there were nights where obviously employees would call out, and like Bob said, I would have to work the overnight because my store was a 24-hour gas station and convenience store.
And that's even scarier.
Yeah, I would be even more
multiple times while working, I would have guys come in and jump over my counter and grab cigarettes, and they couldn't get into my registers because the registers were locked, but they'd come in and they'd grab cigarettes and they'd grab scratchers and they'd run out.
Yeah.
And the policy of the company that I worked for was literally a no chase, no interaction. So they jump over the counter. I stand back. I put my hands up. I'm like, take what you want. Have a nice night. And I literally just stand there and wait because there's cameras everywhere. I'm like, you guys take what you want. You guys have a great night. Leave me alone. I'm not messing with you.
Yeah, because
Let them take what they want.
It's not worth your life.
Calls. Yep. My first call is to 911. If they took lottery tickets, my next call is to the lottery to cancel every single ticket that you just stole because you think you're going to be smart and cash them later. Well, guess what? They're all going to be canceled by the time you can get to the next store.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just letting you know, like, it takes that quick for me to cancel because I audit my lottery tickets every hour. So you come in at this time, I go back, count my tickets. I know exactly which ones are gone. I call the lottery, give them the numbers, and you're out all that money.
Yep.
So sure, you got away with cigarettes, but the cigarettes you got away with were not worth my life. So
Yeah.
that's why I stand back. I'm like, take what you want.
Yep.
And
And
it's scary. It is. We've had cash registers. We've had people come in with guns and hold up the safe, and ask for money out of the safe and out of the registers. The registers we can't open. So we literally, what we do is, I told my employees, I said, there's an inner tray that has all the cash in it. I said, pull that tray out, set it on the counter. I don't care if they steal the tray. I don't care if they take the whole fucking thing. Let them take it. Don't sit there and count money out. Don't sit there and pull money out. Just hand it to them. Let them leave. Because the faster you get them out, the less likely that something's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So night employees, I'm telling you, like I would not, and this is not a sexist thing. This is not anything to do with that whatsoever. But I had a bunch of little girls that wanted to work the overnight shift, and I would not put them on the overnight shift.
Right.
I would not because I don't want to put them in a situation that they're going to get hurt by 3 armed guys that come in and she's there by herself.
And that's on your
Yeah.
conscience too, Jay. I get that. I understand where you're coming from. It's the same thing with her when she was dropping me off, and she literally had to come out of one building, walk across the street, go to the next, walk
Yep.
across the street, go to the next. And
Yep.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
No,
She's 5 feet tall, 160. Like,
Yeah.
she's like a little friggin' child that could be picked up by a white van, if you know what I mean. Like,
Right.
no, there was only one really bad night, and thankfully, since he's been with me, we figured it out. in the past few days.
Yeah.
But there was this guy that came around almost every single night, and he had a flashlight. And if you saw the way this complex was set up, it's weird anyway. So there's
Yeah.
like two older houses in the back, and then there's a big, huge main clinic in the middle.
Right.
So like you have to go from here to here, and then we do the big building last. Not to mention there's another one off site that you have to clean too. But
Right.
so I was coming out of the first building, going to go to the second building. Now there's sensor lights all over the property. So
Okay.
I had walked out a little bit and I was like, oh, I'm going to smoke a cigarette before I go to the next one. Lit up a cigarette, and I was far enough away from the car that if I had to make a run for it, I would have had to run for it.
Right.
But I was also about the same distance from the next building too. So
Gotcha.
all of a sudden I see this flashlight. You can see it hitting the tops of the trees in the woods behind me. And I'm like, okay, that's never happened before. That's kind of weird. And
Yeah.
then all of the sensor lights started coming on like he was following me. And at this point, I'm already on the phone with Chris, and I'm like, somebody's fucking following me. And he's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? Get in the car, get in the building, do something. Don't just stand out in the open.
Right.
Goddamn cigarette out.
Run!
Don't go upstairs.
So I put the cigarette out and I
Who runs
run into the
upstairs?
building. And now I'm like paranoid. I'm shutting the blinds, locking the doors, making sure the other doors are locked.
Right.
And I'm looking out the window, and I'm still like, I'm watching this guy just walk around the complex with a flashlight. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is he doing? Like, it's a medical facility. Like, is it a junkie? Is it somebody looking for a fix?
Probably
Like,
just an old man out for a walk.
Oh no, it's even better. So last week, since we've been together, it happened again. She's like, "There's that guy again." So I'm standing there. I get my knife out in my hand. I don't have it open. I'm just, waiting. And I'm watching him, and he has a shovel. And I'm like, oh, shit's getting real.
Right.
No,
Groundskeeper.
he was picking up his dog's shit.
Oh.
That's
he was
all it was.
cleaning up dog-
He was
Oh,
picking
he was
after
cleaning
his
up dog shit?
the entire time. He just walked his dog around the house. There's like a little wooded area, and on the other side apparently is his house or whatever. And he
Oh.
would come from his
he
house
lets
with a
his
shovel.
dog run loose.
So
Literally
did
lets
you
his
actually
dog
talk
run
to him?
No, we just put I'm
I-
a little bit smarter. I put things together.
But no, I did actually talk to him that night that we saw him out there walking. No, that was the next night.
Yeah, the next
He
night.
got out to throw trash out at the dumpster before we went in the big building.
Right.
And all of a sudden I saw this brown thing with 4 legs coming towards Chris. And I was like, oh God, dog. And he's like, okay. He gets in the
Okay.
car like
Yeah, I'm the
nothing.
same way.
And so we pull up and he goes inside, and I'm out there finishing my cigarette. I got to stop doing that lagging behind a smoke thing. gonna
Especially
be the
tonight
death of
with the
me.
mop bucket. Just saying.
But yeah, overflowed a mop bucket. That was terrible. I wasn't outside. I was sweeping stairs.
Dude,
That was
every
your
time I
fault
go to
for
fill
not
my
telling me.
spaghetti pot, I always overflow that shit. I don't know why. I always pour the oil in there and I put the salt in the water and I fill up the damn pot and then I turn around and do something else and I always overflow the stupid.
No, he didn't even tell me he turned it on. He's like, I go back into the closet. I sweep the stairs down. I go back into the closet to fill the mop
That is
bucket,
not
and it
what
is
happened.
pouring out all over the floor. I'm like,
All right, now I'm going to tell you what really happened here. She went to go unlock doors. She had no broom in her hand, by the way. You went to go unlock doors. I put the mop bucket going. Whatever took you so friggin' long to unlock one door and come back, she I go on vacuuming because I'm assuming she's going to come right back because all she's doing is, opening a fucking door. And I'm like, what's taking her so long? I get around the corner, I'm vacuuming, and she comes out, she's yelling at me and waving her hands in the air. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see her I lip read her, and she goes, it overflowed. I rolled my eyes and I just continued vacuuming.
I was in that closet cursing him out so bad. If there is audio in that building, they heard a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Like it was that kind of overflow where like we have shelving units in there with supplies. It's coming out from underneath the shelf. I'm like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, but by the end of the night, I was
Oops.
like, listen, dude, I can handle filling my own mop bucket. Just leave it alone.
That's what I get for being a nice guy.
Just leave it alone.
It was like a team effort. Okay, I'd have to say that. Like, I kind of blame both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the proactive guy. I'm like, okay, set this
It was
up,
her fault.
set
She did
this up, da da da. She'll be right back. No, she will never be right back. It will
Dude,
always
how many
be
times? No, I
something.
don't ever. I have stopped saying that about my wife. I used to say, "Hey, she'll be
Very
right back."
easy.
I don't say that anymore because I cannot say that anymore. Because if I say, "Hey, she'll be right back," I am bold-faced lying to your face.
Yeah.
I am
Don't put
literally
that kind of
lying to
pressure on
you.
us.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No, she'll look at me and she'll be like, "I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette." 45 minutes later, she comes back, and I'm
Just
like,
That
45
"That was a
minutes.
long cigarette."
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because I know that you're home and I have ADHD and I get lost.
She's like, "I get lost."
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa. What was I supposed to be doing right now? Like when you're not home, I am like on point. Like I can't like
Yeah, you
my
have to.
anxiety is
get-
through the
yeah.
roof because I'm the only parent. And like I can't just go in the bathroom for 45 minutes and just take a fucking break.
Exactly.
So then I come home and she's like, "I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette," and then, like I said,
I'm gonna go
45
smoke
minutes-
the longest cigarette of my life. You deal
Yes.
with kids.
I'm like, fuck. Do I need to go buy you a new pack?
It's like, what are you smoking? 120 Virginia Slims? Like, what the?
Right.
They even
If I
smoke
bought her a
Newport.
pack of Virginia Slims, they'd be gone in 30 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I
What
you
the
know.
She'd sit there and smoke like 4 of them. Like, I'm not getting anything.
Are
Yeah,
those
that's
like
the
the
thing.
It's like a
tiny
straw.
ones that,
When
like,
you're
those are-
smoking, when I was smoking a Virginia
Stripper.
Slim, you can literally watch the thing go shh with every inhale.
Yes.
Okay.
Capri's, that was the other one.
Capri's is another one.
Oh,
Yes.
Capris. Those are the really tiny little ones.
Yes, they're the really thin
Those are
ones.
hard to
They're the
smoke.
same. They're the
Yeah, they're
same
like-
length as a
Those
normal
are
Yeah,
hard to
cigarette.
smoke. I've
Yes.
tried one.
Some of
They're
them-
going out.
Some of them are the length of normal cigarettes, but the problem is that the butt is thinner, but it's longer,
Yeah.
and some of them are a lot longer than a normal cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those were the ultras,
Oh,
and
yeah.
those were the long. Yeah,
They're
it's-
like the fancy ones, the fancy
Yes.
ladies smoke.
Yes. Yeah.
yes. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, to this day, at the convenience store that I managed, those still sell to this day. I have ladies coming in. I have ladies coming in and buying them by the carton.
Strippers.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
trying
like,
to think of
Old
like
professional ladies.
Yes,
who's the
they're
professional lady
professional
that
lady.
shows up at an apartment for like a bachelor party or like a party and then has a bouncer.
Well, what
with
is
her?
that
Those
called?
Are strippers, right?
Call girl.
Call girl?
Well, call girl,
No,
you're
'cause
expecting a little
You're
more out
supposed
of.
to do more with that.
Yeah,
They're
like
not hookers.
If I
'cause that's
pay
the
for a
same thing as
call
a
girl and
call
all
girl.
you do is strip, I
Robert,
got
Robert, do you know? Are you still
Just
here?
made an interesting turn.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh man.
Robert said.
Anyway.
And of course, Bob was in chat. Thank God for strippers.
Okay, anyway, so like I was at a party and I was like 14, and the guys at the party had like they were older, way older. They had ordered a chick to come over and give everyone lap dances. And it was like an apartment complex, and they were the cool apartment, and they accepted us 14-year-olds. It was really weird. Like, I don't know. They were
Gear
Weird.
grinding. If you're
anyway, but the chick that showed up was really freaking cool, and she gave me a cigarette at the end of it, and it was one of those really thin.
Yep.
And it kept going out. It was awful. That's my bad kid story for the night.
Here's $5, lady. Go get yourself a pack of real smokes.
Thieves steal from tourists around here. Oh, damn. That's and that happens almost anywhere that you have a tourist town. Like
Yeah.
tourists get ripped off quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
That's
their
why-
wallets swiped.
Yeah, that's why when I go on vacation, I'm wearing pants with zippers and something to keep my. I don't give a shit. You know
You
what?
pin your cash to your
I am-
clothes like your mom did when you were 4.
Yeah.
I'm getting
yeah.
closer and closer to fanny pack age that
Yeah.
I'm ready to just do it and just put it on the front and be like, go ahead. You're gonna take something from me. You're gonna have to
You just gotta get one of these sweatshirts that has the built-in fanny pack.
Oh, are you
That's
kidding me?
nice.
What the? That's the coolest. Why didn't I think about that when I was a
$5
kid,
at
man?
Walmart, like $5.
Dude,
Damn.
you know how many times I've said that though? Like I've looked at some of the things that people have come up with in the last 20 years. It's almost next year will be my 20-year high school reunion. Actually, sorry, 2022. We are in this year. This year, at the end of this year, is my 20-year
Yep,
high
it
school
would be mine
reunion.
too.
Oh, hey, it
So-
could have been mine too if they didn't put down that I didn't graduate, but I have my diploma, so they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know where I was going with this.
I don't know.
You,
I'm
you,
gonna
All
you
of
interrupt
the
side-
you.
ideas you've had over the years?
you sidetracked me. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Was it all of the ideas that you've had over the years?
Exactly. And that was the thing is that like 20 years of ideas that have come out. And I'm like, dude, I thought about that shit in high school. Or like I had that in high school, but I made it out of duct tape and paper clips. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I did that shit. And I'm like, why didn't I think about patenting that or making I don't
Yeah.
even I was
I can't even tell you how many things, and it always comes back to haunt me because you see it on an infomercial and you're like, "That is my idea."
Yep.
I'm so totally
Yep.
like
Like-
the toilet brush that spins when you push a button.
Yep.
Totally talked about it with Chris like
Yep.
years before it ever came out, and I was like,
Yep.
"Look, I told you, I would be rich right now."
Yep.
The toilet brush that spins.
Oh
Well, what I used to do was I got very frustrated with
Whoever,
I got very frustrated with losing my lighter. I would always lose my lighter. Okay, my friends were lighter thieves, and I was a stoner, and so when you'd pass it in the rotation, you would all of a sudden your blue lighter turns into a red lighter, and you're like, where in the hell? I'm like, I had a
Then you
blue
just
one
sit
with this
there
a
like
second
this.
ago. I'm like, somebody better give me my, So what I did was I took a wallet chain and duct tape, and I fastened my lighter to my wallet chain with duct tape, and I put it in my pocket. And then like 4 years later, somebody came out with the lighter leash with the thing and I was like, really? I'm like, that was my shit. You stole it. I
Yep,
want it back. I want the
Yep.
millions you just made off of that.
exactly.
Like
And
we
it's
had
always the cool stuff that they steal too.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, we had a table in my old apartment, and it was a circular table. And in the very middle of the table, we had a thumbtack. And the thumbtack was holding down a piece of string. And that piece of string was tied to a lighter. And that lighter reached just far enough to do what you needed to do with it and then pass it on. And so we literally created this. There's a table you can buy that has a lighter leash on the inside of it. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I'm like, I could have made millions.
yeah.
I could have made millions.
yeah.
It's amazing at what they can sell. It really is. It's like that's existed. We've done that. I think our generation was pretty crafty with little gadgets.
Yeah.
and everything.
Well, that's the problem. Nowadays, you can't create anything. It's all been thought of. Somebody's already thought of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
The other day, I was like, oh, I got a
had-
great idea. And we Googled it, and somebody already thought of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Like, who
crazy.
would have thought that a shotgun that shoots salt would have been such a great idea for taking care of flies?
Right.
Right.
Yep. I had a lot of fun with my electric fly swatter, though. That's a lot.
Yeah, somebody did get rich off
Oh,
fleshlights.
Yeah, flashlight.
Right. No, somebody got rich off bottled water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did-
some
tell me
Throwing
that.
it up in the
No,
toilet
Something
behind
that's free on this planet, somebody is making millions every year off of.
Talk about fleshlights, Robert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rich off fleshlights.
Yeah, you know what that is?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So going back to fleshlights
Oh,
and
boy.
the toilet spinner,
The
whoever
toilets-
made the fucking dildo or whatever, the vibrator, should have thought of the remote brush for your fucking toilet. Does the same damn thing, okay?
Yeah.
Did you know the Egyptians actually created the dildo?
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how old it is.
And it was made out of stone.
It was stone.
I didn't mean dildo, I meant vibrator.
Whatever.
Yeah, the bzzz
Tomato,
kind.
tomato.
They still had to, take care of business back then. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You put two and two together and you figure out how
Nikki,
things work,
Nikki, if you look into cymatics, that would cover the vibration part.
Yep.
Cymatics, check that out. You'll blow your mind.
So they literally had somebody in their room singing to their stone.
Yeah, vibrator. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I
Yeah.
just got that visual.
Yeah.
Just this guy standing in the corner, like
Seriously. Yeah. Dead serious. That is 100% true.
Wow.
Check it out. Cymatics. It'll blow your mind.
That's funny.
And then if you do check it out, I want you to apply that same logic that you're looking at to how the pyramids were assembled. Check it out. Check it out.
romancing the stone.
Check it
Robert.
out.
Yeah, that's a good movie,
It
Robert.
is a good movie.
That and The Jewel of the Nile, the sequel to Romancing the Stone. I'm showing my age. OMG.
Those were way before your age.
No, that was like 85,
No,
87.
those were 70s. I
No.
guarantee it.
No, they were
Wait.
not.
Romancing the Stone.
It had
And The
Kurt,
Jewel of the Nile.
Kurt Douglas, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that the guy that's
yeah,
always
that-
in those?
Gear. What's a fleshlight?
No.
Here, that's a Google question.
Yeah, that's a Google crushing gear.
Don't Google it. Don't buy one.
Well, just don't look up the video aspect of fleshlight. That's all.
Wait,
Right.
hold up.
Is that like
Romancing-
yes, it's kind of like a mag light with flesh.
Yeah.
It's
And
the-
So Robert said "Romancing the Stone." That's
a movie.
it's 84. It's 84. 1984.
He's guessing 84.
I said it
1984.
was 87. So
they might come in mag.
No, I know. "Romancing the Stone" came out the year I was born, 1984.
okay.
No, you already got it. I have no service.
Yeah. Just
Egyptian many times.
I can hold on.
crocodile turd. You can polish a
My
turd.
phone's about to die.
Yeah, well, we're coming to that point where the building's going to arm itself and Popo's going to show
Oh,
up.
we're on the
We're gonna-
laptop. I was just mentioning that I don't have my cell phone plugged in, so I can't do anything in chat.
But unfortunately, that
Anything
does
in any
apply
one
for
of
us,
our
though, Nikki.
chats tell-
No, you
Do not
must
Google
stay.
anything in
Yeah.
any of our chats tells you to Google ever.
Yeah, for real. No, the building will arm itself at 3 a.m., which,
Gotcha.
yeah,
All
sucks.
right, we'll let you go.
Yeah.
That in case your
But,
device gets lost.
So tomorrow night, if you see us live, we're not going to be there. We're probably going to do the storm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
put
cool.
the blizzard live. So if anybody is interested in wispy wind and snow, then yeah, stay tuned.
All right, I'll check it out.
But yeah, figured it'd be something different. And,
Hairless Asian
Cool.
beavers, Bob.
Oh,
Hairless Asian
yes,
beavers.
Bob. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up there for everybody to enjoy. Hairless Asian beavers.
Fucking love you, Bob.
Exactly.
45
Yeah.
minutes the other night. He's just scrolling through.
Yeah, I guess
Another
it's gonna
bot.
start at like 5 a.m. or something. So
Wow.
Yeah.
You
and
guys
I'm
gonna be
go
home by
drive
then?
to work in it.
oh yeah, we'll be up.
Okay.
Like I said, we still have another account after this. We won't get home till like 3:30 a.m. wind down time. We're
Right.
up until like 7 lately.
Yeah.
Right,
it's
right,
been
right.
crap.
Yeah.
Need
Yeah.
sleep.
But everybody in chat, thank you so
Jay,
much.
Nikki, thanks for coming up, and we'll be thinking of you.
Thank you too for coming
Yes.
up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And
Bye.
we'll leave the chat with this cosmic exit. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Good
Later,
night.
guys.